Hey there, everybody. It's Pastor Jason here. Sorry I dropped off the end of the world. We've been dealing with COVID here at my house, so I took a week off. When I last left you, we were in the middle of James. We were just about to wrap it up. James chapter 4. As you can hear, I still have a little bit in my voice. I'm going to struggle through it, but I thought it'd be good to read James chapter 4 with you today. And if you don't mind, I'm going to leave it to you to figure out what you should do for further research. That was what we were doing when we last left. We were finding different topics that maybe you could do more research about. What does the word inspire you to learn more about? Well, here we go. James chapter 4, verse 1. What is the source of wars and fighting among you? Don't they come from cravings that are at war within you? You desire and do not have. You murder and covet and cannot obtain. You fight and war. You do not have because you do not ask. You ask and don't receive because you ask with the wrong motives, so that you may spend it on your evil desires. Adulteresses, don't you know that the friendship with the world is hostility towards God? So whoever wants to be the world's friend becomes God's enemy. Or do you think it's without reason? The scripture says that the Spirit who lives in us yearns jealously. But he gives greater grace. Therefore, he says, God resists the proud, but gives grace to the humble. Therefore, submit to God, but resist the devil, and he will flee from you. Draw near to God, and he will draw near to you. Cleanse your hands, sinners, and purify your hearts, double-minded people. Be miserable and mourn and weep. Your laughter must change to mourning and your joy to sorrow. Humble yourselves before the Lord, and he will exalt you. Don't criticize one another, brothers. He who criticizes a brother or judges his brother criticizes the law and judges the law. But if you judge the law, and you are not a doer of the law, but a judge, there's one lawgiver and judge who is able to save and to destroy. But who are you to judge your neighbor? Come now, you who say, today or tomorrow we will travel to such and such a place and spend a year there and do business and make a profit. You don't even know what tomorrow will bring, what your life will be. For you are like smoke that appears for a little while, then vanishes. Instead, you should say, if the Lord wills, we will live and do this or that. But as it is, you boast in your arrogance. All such boasting is evil. So it is a sin for the person who knows to do what is good and doesn't do it. James chapter 4, a gigantic chapter about what not to do. But there are a couple places that, he tells you what to do. Resist the proud, gives grace to the humble. And it's this idea that you might choose to do a little more research about, right? He says to humble yourselves before the Lord. What does that really mean? Verse 10, humble yourselves before the Lord, and he will exalt you. Maybe see where the words humble and humility come up in Scripture, and see what it means for you in your walk. With that short video today, I can tell my voice is fluttery. Thank you for being patient, and I hope to see you tomorrow with James 5.